Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing really well. So today I am going to be filming a fall fragrance video, but not just any fall fragrance video. I wanted to help you guys to curate a fall capsule fragrance wardrobe. I think it's very important to have a fall signature, something that you really identify with, you love wearing, you enjoy, and you find yourself in that scent. This should also be a scent that is quite easy to wear and lasts a long time on the skin. Next up, you need a casual fragrance for the fall. You need something that you can just kind of throw on when you're at home, when you're running errands, whatever you're doing, you need something casual to wear. You also, of course, need a date night scent. You need something intimate, something sexy, something maybe a little bit sweet and edible. You also need a night out fragrance. For all of you that are still going out on the town, you definitely need a night out scent. You obviously need a formal fragrance, so this should be a fragrance that you can wear to maybe a more expensive dinner. You can wear it to some sort of event, something that you want to feel quite buttoned up and more formal for. You also need a rainy day scent and a sunny day scent. I feel like those two categories are kind of fun to play with. And then finally, you need a fragrance for an intimate date. And you know what I mean by intimate. You are very close with the person, maybe something's gonna happen. I think it's good to have a specific fragrance for that occasion too. So let's get into the list. I do wanna say that this is my personal recommendations from my collection. I know that everybody has different budgets and different, preferences, but this is my opinion and my recommendations. And also I would love if you guys could comment down below what videos you would like to see from me in the future, whether that's more designer content, more fall, whatever it is that you want to see from me, because I do feel like a lot of the people that talk about men's fragrances all speak about the same scents. So sometimes you guys will comment that my fragrances are like way out of budget, or they're weird, or they're this or they're that. But guys, like honestly, whenever I look at men's content, why does everybody speak about the same scents? Like nobody is kind of doing their own thing and kind of speaking about niche fragrances, new releases. Like everyone talks about the same scents. So that kind of confuses me a little bit. But I would really appreciate if you guys will comment down below what you would enjoy seeing from me. Okay guys, so I was a little bit kind of confused and conflicted when it came to the casual and the signature, but I'm just going to share with you guys what I chose. For a fall signature, my pick would be Tuxedo from Yves Saint Laurent. I am the original tuxedo girly. I made an entire dedicated video of this scent like years ago. This is one of my favorite fragrances on a man. And you guys often ask me, is it still a favorite of mine? And yes, it is. There is something incredibly sexy about Tuxedo. I often recommend this to people that ask me, Demi, what is one scent that I just need to go and smell? And I always tell them Tuxedo. This is a warm, slightly fresh, ambery, patchouli scent, but it is just blended so beautifully that it doesn't feel harsh or too much. Patchouli is a note that you're either going to really love or you're not going to like at all, but the patchouli in here is very smooth. It's very kind of just warm, slightly woody. It's not an earthy, over-the-top dark patchouli by any means. This is a kind of fresh, ambery, subtle patchouli with a little bit of spice. It's just phenomenal, you guys. I also get like a leathery vibe overall from Tuxedo, but a really smooth leather, not something that is too harsh. I love this fragrance. I will forever love this fragrance. It is an absolutely phenomenal scent from Yves Saint Laurent. And the longevity projection is also pretty good on the fragrance. It is not beast mode by any means, but it is going to last on your skin around 7 to 8 hours, I would say, with a good projection. So definitely not beast mode, but it does last on the skin, at least my bottle does. Next up, we have the casual category. Now, some of you guys, I already see what you're going to comment, that my casual fragrance is very expensive. It is Bois d'Argent from Dior. Now, of course, you can substitute this scent for something more affordable. Guys, I absolutely adore Bois d'Argent. For me, it is one of the classiest fragrances that you can smell on a man, especially as a kind of signature casual scent, this is phenomenal stuff. What you're gonna get is this really warm, woody iris with a little bit of vanilla. It's just so cocooning and cozy and warm and subtle. There is nothing aggressive or sharp or too much about this scent. It's a warm, woody, even a bit musky iris with some vanilla, and it is just spectacular. I know it's expensive, like I said, but this is really the type of fragrance that you can wear this anytime, anywhere in the fall. If you're going to get groceries, if you're going to the office, if you're going on a date, if you're going wherever, you can wear this scent anytime, anywhere, and it's going to work. And it has a really comforting factor about it, which I personally love. It's chic, elegant, comforting, and just very versatile to me in the cooler weather. So Bois d'Argent from Dior, definitely recommend this one. You guys know I love a few from Dior, like Ombre Nuit as well, but my pick for fall is Bois d'Argent. Longevity and projection is pretty good. You get around 7-ish hours of decent wear with a soft projection, but this one, it does last on your clothes. You will smell this one on your clothes for quite a long time. Next up, we have Date Night, and for me, the best date night fragrance that you can wear in the fall is, of course, Minuit et Demi by Fragrance du Bois and myself. I created this fragrance in collaboration with Fragrance du Bois in 2020, and when I created it for men and women. I created a unisex fragrance, so do not feel intimidated because I created this scent as a unisex scent that you cannot wear it. It is 100% unisex, you guys. It smells along the lines of spice bomb, I don't know, like all of those type of kind of warm, slightly spicy, a little bit tobacco. That's what it smells like. It's not feminine whatsoever. Minuit et Demi is the most incredible date night scent. I actually created it with the intentions of people wearing this scent on a date and at night. Minuit et Demi is a warm, spicy cardamom, vanilla, coffee, and slightly woody tobacco-ish fragrance. It is just amazing. It's soft, it's spicy, it's cocooning, it's warm, slightly sweet, slightly woody. It is fantastic, you guys. Honestly, I am very proud of this fragrance, and I always show it to Pierre's friends when they come over, and every single one of his friends wants a bottle of Minuit et Demi. So I love it so much. It's going to last on your skin around 8 hours with a really good projection, and you will smell Minuit et Demi on your clothes, on your pillows, on everywhere for days and days and days. So definitely check out my fragrance Minuit et Demi. It is truly an amazing scent for the fall, especially for the date night, because it has an edible quality to it. So the person that you're with is going to want to come closer. Wear it on a date, wear it around somebody. I can guarantee somebody will comment on how good that you smell. Next up, we need a night out fragrance. And this category, I was also stumped. I was thinking, do I recommend Oud for Greatness? Do I recommend Ombre Nomad? Do I recommend Oud Maracuja? I don't know. But my pick, finally, I landed on Tony Iommi from Xerjoff. Now, if you guys have never smelled this scent, it is very dark and sexy and powerful and commanding. And for me, that is what I like to smell on a man. If we're in like a night out setting, if we're in a club, if we're somewhere where there is a lot of commotion and chaos going on, I love when a man is wearing something strong, like something powerful. And that is exactly what you're going to get with Tony Iommi. This is once again a fruity, boozy patchouli fragrance with a little bit of leather. It is just wow, you guys, like really complex, dark, sexy, sweet, but not too sweet. It's just fantastic. I forgot what notes you have in here, but I think there's passion fruit, some leather, some booze, a sweetness. It is super addictive, but once again, in a very powerful way. It doesn't smell like this cute little comforting, cocooning sweet scent. It is a powerhouse sweet fragrance with lots of patchouli and this boozy vibe. Oh my gosh, it is really good, you guys, like really, really good. And I will tell you, I have worn this fragrance several times because For me, all fragrances are unisex. It's open to everyone. We can all wear whatever we want. So I have worn it several times, and every time I wore it, I got a compliment from it. This is also a beast mode fragrance. It's one of the strongest fragrances in this list. It's going to last on your skin 9 to 10 hours with a really good projection. People will smell you, compliment you. You will get attention with this one. It is fantastic for a night out. There was other options, you guys. There is always other options, but I'm trying to curate the best list possible for you right now. Next up, we have the formal situation. If you are perhaps wearing a suit and tie, maybe you're going to a really expensive restaurant, maybe you're going to a gala, maybe you're going to a very classy work event, whatever it is in the fall, my pick is Coromandel from Chanel. I know that there is a lot of you guys that love this fragrance, and I'm really happy to hear it because I recently bought this one and I absolutely love it. The other fragrance that I would recommend from the Chanel exclusives is Le Lion. If you are a man who likes something warm and ambery and balsamic, definitely try Le Lion as well. Coromandel, you guys, this is a sexy patchouli, but do not blind buy this fragrance. You have to love patchouli to know and to love Coromandel. Coromandel is this beautiful balsamic and warm patchouli fragrance with a lot of woodiness, a smooth sweetness from some white chocolate. It is incredibly addictive and very classy. For me, whenever I smell patchouli on a man, it immediately puts an image in my mind that this man is classy. This man knows what he's talking about. I trust this man, like he is a man. And that's how I feel about patchouli fragrances in general. It takes guts and it takes like a certain amount of sophistication to pull off a patchouli scent, but it's not for everyone. So guys, do not blind buy this one. Right now, you guys, this is my kryptonite. I love Coromandel and Le Lion as well. They're my two favorite fragrances right now. So next up, we have the rainy day category. I thought this would be fun to include because for me, there are always certain types of fragrances that I like to wear on a rainy day. Whenever it's raining, it's a little bit grey. Obviously, I live in Dubai, so it doesn't happen often. But when I was living in Australia and it would rain and the sky would be a little bit grey, a little bit depressing, there would always be specific scents that I would like to wear. And one that I really recommend to you guys to wear on a rainy day is none other than Gris Chanel X-Ray from BDK Parfum. This fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. I know it is extremely popular amongst the men, especially on TikTok. I feel like all the men, they love Gris Chanel X-Ray. This fragrance is absolutely incredible. It's sandalwood, cardamom, iris, fig, tea. It is just gorgeous, you guys. It's a creamy, woody, soft, spicy fragrance. It is just fantastic. You also have a beautiful iris note in here, but I would say what you mostly get is this creamy, woody fragrance with a soft spice. And oh my gosh, like it's amazing. I really recommend this one for a rainy day. You're wrapped up, you want something that is kind of comforting, but also a little bit melancholic at the same time. Gris Chanel X-Ray. Next up, of course, we have the sunny day fragrance. So this is when the air is crisp, it's a little bit cold, but the sun is shining. For me, a fragrance that I love to smell when the temperature is like that is Whittian London. I recently got this fragrance in my collection and I love this fragrance on a man. I have, of course, smelled it many times in the past and I always wanted to have a bottle in my collection, especially for a man. Like for me, this is very, very sexy stuff on a man. Now, the notes make you assume that this will be like a straight up dupe for Tuscan leather. For me, there are still there are some differences between this and Tuscan leather. And personally, guys, I prefer Whittian London. This just smells absolutely beautiful. It's a very smooth, very, very smooth leather fragrance with some raspberry. You have a touch of oud in here. It just smells fantastic. For me personally, I have to wait till it dries down just a little bit before I really fall in love with the scent. So make sure that you don't judge it off of just first impressions on the tester strip. Spray this one on your skin when my partner was wearing this one, I walked behind him, and you guys, the scent was absolutely intoxicating. I truly, truly love this fragrance, and I really recommend it, especially for, like I said, a sunny day in the fall time. I cannot think of a better fragrance than this. Smooth, slightly sweet leather with some woods in the base. It kind of stays quite fresh overall throughout the entire wear. Like, it doesn't feel really oody or really heavy in any way, but it's just spectacular. I really recommend this one to you guys. A very smooth leather fragrance. Also has great longevity and projection, probably around the 8-hour mark with a minimal projection. It is just fantastic. So Witty in London, definitely recommend this as my sunny day recommendation. Finally, we have the Intimate Date, the Intimate fragrance. I know you guys were all waiting for this, and I'm gonna show it to you now. This is the fragrance that I recommend for an intimate date. This fragrance is from Moncler, and it is called Haute Montagne, un Eclat de Bois Blanc. This is the bottle so that you guys can see. Guys, this is sexy, sexy, sexy. Like sexy, 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 but in a very subtle way. What you have from this scent is musk and cedarwood and vanilla. And I personally pick up a little bit of black pepper in here as well. So you get a little bit of black pepper in the opening, and then as it starts to settle, you're left with this very woody musk with a smooth sweetness. It's not overly sweet by any means. There is something truly addictive and intoxicating about this fragrance, and that's why I recommend it for an intimate setting. It's not loud, it's not obnoxious, there is nothing crazy about it. It's the sort of scent that is quite effortless. Somebody is gonna smell it on you, and they might even assume that it's your natural smell. It is so incredibly sexy, you guys. That's why I recommend it for an intimate setting. If you know that you're gonna be close to somebody this fall, like you're gonna go on a date and afterwards maybe something's gonna happen, or you're already at home, whatever, wear this fragrance. I am telling you, they're not gonna be able to keep their hands off of you. This fragrance is just phenomenal, like really, really phenomenal. And for being a musk fragrance, on my skin, this fragrance lasts around 7 hours or so with a really good projection. It holds onto your clothes. For being a musk, the longevity and projection is fantastic. I absolutely adore this scent, and I really recommend it to you guys to check out. Don't blind buy it, of course, but definitely go and smell it. Every time I show this fragrance to somebody, everyone falls in love with it. I'm telling you guys, every single person I showed this to, they fell in love with the scent, including Miss Curly fragrance. She fell in love with this as well. Such a great scent, very sexy, very intimate and carnal, and just so good. That is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about my full capsule wardrobe recommendations. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any video topics or video content ideas for me, please let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.